Thank you.
Live stream. It's working. Yay. We are working. We're live. Welcome,
Yes,
everyone.
lovely.
Hello, and welcome to our quantum psychic energy healings, readings, clearings, whatever it is that you're asking for, that you have permission to ask for, and that we can provide as a service for the highest good of you and others. We're here for you. Welcome, Viviani. Great to see you again.
Thank you. Lovely to be here. Thank you so much for having me. It's my honor.
It's so lovely. It feels like I don't know. It feels like, in some respects, I'm always here with you doing this work. It's like this constant stream of consciousness that
Yeah,
never leaves, but it's always such a joy.
we
Um,
probably did this in a previous life. I'm wondering about that.
yeah, that's right. No, there's never no such thing as coincidences.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, really excited to help people today. Please do put your requests in all caps because Viviani's way better than me, but I especially would completely miss them. And they are randomly selected. You don't need to donate to get randomly selected, but
Mm-hmm.
donations are in parallel. They are greatly appreciated, and they help fund our time to both share it with myself and Viviani, so that we can keep doing this work for you and do things like pay for our lights and our heating as we do it. And when your name's called, please say hello in the chat. Just say your name as quickly as you can so that we know you're there. And then also looking forward to working through with your guides and your higher self, which we'll invite forwards for your requests. And if we don't get to you today, then hopefully you'll request again, come back in, and make a request yourself in a future live stream. If you don't, then you can also book either of us for a one-to-one session. You
Mm-hmm.
can also go to my website, johnbinney.com, and try out my free meditations, my spirit guide meditations. It's the same meditations I do every day, the same meditations that help me develop the abilities that you see today. And yes, you are just as capable, if not more, in your own unique way than what you experienced today. So please do continue to empower and cultivate yourself. The only difference between us is that Vivian and I, Viviani and I practice a lot.
Yeah.
And it's a journey to release all the things that don't serve your highest good and to allow space for your magical abilities to come in. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'll get started with a safe space, and also just say welcome to everyone. Thank you for coming, and thank you for your birthday wishes in advance of next Sunday for me. So that's really kind. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so we will set up a safe space, and we'll begin by taking in 3 deep breaths in through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain at this time, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. Continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And as you focus your attention on the center of your heart, from there, where the golden light of your soul and source enters your body, from the center of your heart, extend a light cord up through the top of your head, up through the sky and up through the stars, going higher and higher through the frequencies of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love, and there connect in your light cord. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars, through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now from the center of your heart, this time, Extend a light cord down through the root of your spine, going deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until your light cord reaches the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. We send Mother Gaia so much love at this time. Allow her to send her love back if she chooses. Remain connected to Gaia's heart and extend your light cord up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine, and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out your golden bubble of protective light from the center of your heart to surround you about 2 meters out, to each side, above, below, in front, and behind. And set the intention that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good, our love, and our compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us, and that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. Into our golden bubbles, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And we ask for assistance with our guidance and clearing, healing and protection, self love and intuition. And through space and time, I create a golden bubble around all those that choose to enter this live stream and replay. And we only allow those that have our highest good, love, and compassion in their hearts. And I set the intention for this boundary that only energies and entities with my permission, my highest good, love, and compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us, and that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. For Viviani and I invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And I set the intention for today's session that as you place your requests in the live chat, so if you're in the comments, please swipe over to come into the live chat where you see people chatting. And there you can make your requests in all capitals for quantum, psychic readings, clearings, healings across past lives, parallel and future, understanding your soul missions, understanding the healing that you need at this lifetime, at this moment, and also anything that will help your home, should you have permission to do so, or pets, should you have permission to do so. And as your name is called, please do say hello in the chat, and we'll get through as many requests as we reasonably can. And as we select them randomly, we will ask your guides and higher self to step forwards and look forward to servicing your requests. Thank you, dear souls.
Yeah, that was lovely. Okay, so happy to see.
Samantha was asking, are spirit guides, guardian angels, sorry, I'll say again, are spirit guides and guardian angels the same, just different terminology? Well, the answer may or may not surprise you. Um, so my experience has been so far is that, first of all, you can call your spirit guides what you want, and
Mhm.
that all our spirit guides are very different and different vibrations for different places, and they often show themselves even in their many lifetimes as different vibrations and different beings, even though they've been many different lifetimes and different beings. I just did a video. It was at the weekend, right? Called Talk. Was it like Talk to Your Spirit Guides? How to talk to your spirit guides.
Yeah.
And it's almost an hour of me talking about my experiences of them, different guides, how to chat with them, and then there's some meditation at the end about how to do it as well. I have had client sessions recently where there are archangels who are also spirit guides for some people, and yes, that's all possible too. And then there's
Mhm.
also your Joe average spirit guide who's from anywhere in the universe at any vibration. And so you can really, there's no limitation to the beings that your soul can choose to have as a spirit guide. And you could also say that um, the spirit guides themselves, if you call them your angels, your guardian angels, they might be happy with that, you might be happy with that, and that's true for you. So you get to decide.
Hmm. It's just love that it's just wonderful to know that we have all that support and just remember to connect and ask for messages and help ourselves. It's just lovely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm looking for a question here to be our first. Um, okay, so many new names and regulars. Like, nice to see all of you.
There's some
Okay.
amazing questions coming in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see if Debbie at Three Shifting Veils is here. She's asking for a healing. So just please say hi in the chat so we know you're here.
Hello, Debbie.
Thank you. She's here. Thank you so much. So you're asking for a healing. Okay.
Okay. So just asking Debbie and your higher self to step forwards and your guides to assist with the healing at this time. The first thing I'm being shown, Debbie, is it's I describe it, it feels a bit like almost like the tectonic plates, beneath you are like shaking, like vibrating, and the ground beneath you, um, it's a little bit like an energetic earthquake that you're going through. And your guide said I was to help you ground. Um, is there somewhere else you've been guided to look at,
I'm
Viviani? So I
initially drawn to the solar plexus, the area between the solar plexus and the heart space. That
okay,
the two.
that's good. So we won't overlap then. That's good.
Okay. Mhm.
I'm bringing down a column of golden light into your root chakra, Debbie. Set the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, and to assist with grounding. A lot of heat coming off like coming into my left hand from your root chakra. Just clearing out some of this energy. Return to source or never return here again. Yeah, it's like it. I thought it was a rage feeling, and then I saw the. It was very hot, like fire, and then I saw it's like this kind of. It's like the dragon of you, Debbie, wanting to connect into the ground, and there was like this frustration of the lack of grounding. That feels like that vibration that I first felt was more like this gentle roar of the dragon within you. Just running a cord from the center of your root chakra down into earth. Good. And then connecting up to your sacral chakra and up into the solar plexus. I can see you're busy there. How are you
Mhm.
getting on, Viviani?
Good, good. I there's what looked like stagnant energy in the heart space, and it kind of looked like cobwebs. And then
Hmm.
in the solar plexus, like vertical um, ropes, like cords, just a bunch of them, like in a vertical position.
That's good. Yeah, it's definitely like this theme of I see Debbie like with your it's like your dragon, I guess they're claws, but like big paws like on the ground. You're like in a cave and you're like it's almost like you're stomping your feet, and it's like very being very protective of the it's like your home and your land, your country, your planet, and it's like that you haven't quite felt how to describe it as like energized or enough adrenaline and fierceness and joy in you to like to step forward, step out of that cave, and to step forwards with action. Yeah, let me know how you get on with the heart, Viviani.
I sent energy to both to the heart space, heart chakra, and the solar plexus after removing that stagnant energy.
It's funny, Debbie saying, "Wow, I didn't realize I had dragon energy." Yeah, it felt new to me. In fact, I didn't even pick it up as dragon energy. Um, and it feels that it is new, like it's a new awakening of this energy within you.
I hope that
Viviani,
helped.
yeah,
Mm,
is it safe for me to help activate the fire in Debbie's heart?
yes, I
Yeah.
already I cleared and sent healing and grounded the energy, so you can go ahead.
Okay, good. I'll do some roaring dragon light language.
Mm-hmm.
Aram. Ah. Yeah. Wow, that should help. It'll help get your fire started. I was thinking, I'm not sure my throat is happy to do it, but it was very happy.
Thank you, that was lovely. Next I have Venus. Please say hi in the chat if you're here. Venus is asking for energy clearing and saying it's been an emotional roller coaster. So as soon as I get notification that Venus is here, we can get started. So, all right, again, Venus, please say hi in the chat to let us know if you're here so we can proceed, or else we may have to choose someone else. Okay, you're here.
Yeah,
Thank you so
Venus is here.
much.
Thank you, Venus. Um, should we? I felt like one of us could do the emotional roller coaster part, like to help understand more about that, and one of us do the healing. Do you want, or we could do
Uh,
both at the same time? What would you like to do?
I can check the top to bottom chakras if that's okay, and then you can see what's if there's a message that you're saying for the what's causing that, or
Yeah, more one of us to do like a reading on the reasons for the roller coaster itself, and one to do a healing and clearing.
I'll do the healing and clearing.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
sounds good.
Thank you.
Just asking Venus, your guides, and higher self to step forwards to Viviani and I. So first, I saw Venus that your guides are like they're clustered around you, and they've got like these angel wings around you, and they're very protective. The clear message they said to me was that there's um, information in the experiences that you've been going through and will continue to go through that is um, private to you, and in part that's private and not to be shared on this live stream. It's also not been shared with me, so I don't know what it is. But it was important for you to know that there's this like cocoon effect, like a chrysalis experience that you're going through. And so a lot of the experiences that you're going through, this emotional roller coaster, the message is that you're being held, that you're very much loved, and that these experiences, although some of them quite traumatic, they do feel like they are happening for you. They're helping with this growth experience. And so they will help you on your journey. And that if you ever feel like it's too much, and that's in every single moment, in every single day, then ask your guides, say out loud, say, guides, please give me some help at this time, and they will step in and help you. They'll help slow the roller coaster. They'll help put their wings around you, protect you. How'd you get on, Viviani? Sorry, I don't mean to rush you. Take as long as
No,
you
no,
need.
good, good. Actually, I just felt like a lot of stagnant energy and uneasiness in the solar plexus, but I did a clearing from top to bottom, just about to ground the energy from the root chakra. Yeah, okay.
And Venus says, thank you. Yes, going through a lot right now.
All right. I hope that helped. Venus sending love to you. Thank you for your question.
Yeah, sending so much love, Venus.
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. So let me just go ahead and oops, my screen is shifted here. I need to select one more. Okay. How about oh my God, my screen is let's see. Okay, let's see. Trying to get my screen fixed. Sorry about that. It's just that my image, I get a like an extra zoom like happen here on my screen, so I
Oh,
just gotta
nice.
adjust.
Just
I
in
got
case it wasn't discombobulating enough.
yeah, it's just I have to go back to the correct size here. So it was off the screen, so I couldn't really select the question.
Amy, Warrior Princess, I pinned your comment. It was really beautiful, saying, I can see all of us like beams spread around the world. It's wonderful. And it's like, yes, we are. Light beams, light beings all around the world. All you
Oh,
guys are. We all are. And
yes,
you're all definitely needed. So please look after yourselves.
yes. Yes, thank you. Oh, now I have, sorry about the delay there. I had to adjust my screen and I'll have Beth, Thomas, please let us know if you're here. You're asking for a message from
I think Beth,
guides.
yeah, Beth just commented
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
a message.
Okay.
Sorry, what was the message? Who was it? Who are your guides? Yeah, who are my guides? Uh, Interesting question. Yeah, let's do this in just parallel and see. We can both ask, right, who they all are and see what
Mhm.
comes through.
Okay.
Okay, so asking Beth's guides and higher self to step forwards. All of your guides, please. To both Viviani and I, and we'd like your guides to introduce yourselves, please. Okay. I'm getting a really long story and visual, so I don't want to distract you, Viviani. I'll share in a moment.
I feel like I'm getting an Arcturian guide for Beth Thomas.
Yeah, that's definitely one of them. I saw um so the first thing I saw was your guide. So eight guides step forwards, Beth, and they said Beth's a project, and I was like, what does that mean? And, and they said, oh, like you're part of their mission. And they said that your life on Earth is really important. That you're to them, you've they have come together to support you, and that there's this each of them are a member of a galactic federation, and they have been a team together working on, they call it like different projects, but it's really like different um beings, like different uh I don't know what you call it, the humans that spirit guides look after. And they then said that each of their origins are from they're describing them as like gateway star clusters on the descension journey down to Earth. So and they started like with Arcturian, Andromedan, from Sirius and Orion's belt, and then I kind of stopped them there as they're basically listing off their recent origins. The purpose of that is to like show you that they're both aware of the steps down that you've taken, Beth, to come down to being a human, and then also they're like alliances, their experiences of being with these kind of gateway clusters to come close to the vibration of Earth in 3D allows them to be supportive for you of each of your different superpowers and your experiences in this life. Um, and how did you get on, Viviani?
Yes, this Arcturian guide, the name I got is like Arctar, and I try to spell it for Beth and a comment there, and um, the message was, well, I'm helping you with your ascension, and I saw an image of him. It's like they were by now. It's like this cosmic car or small ship, and she was like the path on the passenger side, and they were together, just like going on this fast lane, so to speak. That was a short message, but basically, that's what I got. I'm helping you, and there was a point that I saw. He was like, "Oh, he did something funny." He was like, "Oh, it's all about energy, baby," and just kind of did something like this with the arms. So that's what I saw. I like the sense of humor. So he was like, "Yeah."
As you were describing Arctur, it like that journey of dissension was shown like a step further, saying to you, Beth, and I know Beth's been saying like, "Oh wow," and "OMG," and "Thank you" in capitals, um,
Mhm.
is so this is for you to decide, Beth. Like you get to choose, but your guides are saying, "Would you like to meet them physically in this life?" Um, as in, to many, you could describe yourself as being like a contactee for galactic for alien races, and it's like a discussion you can have with them. But there's that opportunity, and this is why they were going to a lot of length to say they've been they've been working their way down, and you're just ahead of them coming down to Earth. So it's up to you if you want to go in that fast lane and go, "Woo! I'm gonna meet my
Yeah.
guides."
And
Um,
towards the end, I heard a song. I don't know who sings, but it's something about a fast lane. There's like something about being on a fast lane.
it's like
And
life in the fast lane.
yeah,
That one.
that's
It's like a disco song or
yeah,
something.
yeah, that's what I
Fantastic.
heard towards the end. Yes, so that was. I'm so happy that I got a name because I usually names don't come to me, so I'm happy about that. So it was nice meeting.
And
Uh,
for what
mhm.
it's worth, Viviani, just as you were saying Arcturian, I was hearing the guy saying Arcturian like exactly the same time. It's like so real. This is so real. It really
That's
worked.
so cool. Thank you for saying that. And I did request one, I did call one person here. Let me see. Um, did I,
Is it for
who do
Joyce?
I have? Yes,
For
Joyce
clearing.
Marconi asking for clearing. So let's see. Are you here, Joyce? Joyce Marconi?
Yeah, let us know.
Please let us know if you're here so we can do your. Oh, yeah, you're here. Thank you so much. So you're asking for a clearing. Would you like me to do maybe three bottom? Uh, chakras and you do the three top ones? Or
For Joyce, um, I've been drawn to do some work around her auric field.
okay,
So I
so
can just start on the outside, and then I'll let you know if I need to go towards any of the chakras.
okay, so
That's
I'll
good.
check from top to bottom the chakras to see if I get anything. Thank you.
Fantastic. So it's asking Joyce, your higher self, and your guides to step forwards to assist with the clearing at this time. And I'm just scanning around your auric field. So around your auric field, your higher self is saying to me, Joyce, and these in your words, they're you keep saying they're putting these things in me. And by that, you're talking about these, they look like little dark, almost like seeds, like little baby entities, and um they're being like pushed into your auric field around you. There's quite a few of them. There was at least 10 when I scanned around. They seem to serve a few different purposes. Like one is an attempt, some of them are an attempt to create a cord or attachment to connect to you. They feel dark and heavy. And why is this happening to Joyce? Some of it's just when you're walking around, like when you're going about your daily life and you're like picking up, you're passing these energies by. And what seems to happen is they can be floating by quite fast, but when they hit your auric field, your auric field is quite thick and they get stuck, they get trapped in there. To you, it feels like it's like almost like you're being bombarded, like these little asteroids are like constantly hitting you and getting stuck and suspended in your aura. So the cool thing is, your guide is saying, you might not be aware of this, Joyce. You have this ability to um, to increase the density of your aura and to release the density, so to lighten it. And when you lighten it, these entities will fall out. And to do so, it's like I just see you placing your hand on your heart, and you're just saying, just using the word lighten, lighten. Good. And then clearing these little entities out. Yeah, there's 21 to 23 of them. Okay. Return to source or never return here again. And then just asking your heart just to return your auric field to what feels the natural density for you. Wow. That just feels a lot safer and a lot brighter, but I know Viviani's been doing work. How did you get on?
Lower chakras felt like the sacral and root chakra felt heavy, and I had Archangel Michael clearing. It was weird. It looked like picture. It was like this thick curtain, and it was like a malleable. It almost like looked like a doughy substance, and it was just like moved the Archangel Michael moved his sword over to remove it. It was just like thick, flexible um, curtain on both of the lower chakras. And I'm just running golden light now from top to bottom to clear, heal, and activate.
Fantastic. I was curious, Joyce, what your gift is for, like why you would be able to so easily be able to control the density of your auric field. It seems that you can like catch things in your auric field and you're doing it unintentionally, but you can like catch them and hold them for a moment, examine them and then release them. And so this is what you can do as you're walking around and experiencing others. That seems just one of the uses of this superpower, and I'm sure there's more. I hope
Mm,
it helps.
that's interesting. Um, okay, next I have Diva. She's asking for a message from her father, Adam, that passed away decades ago. Please say hi in the chat so we can connect for you. You're
Yeah, thank you,
welcome,
Joyce.
Joyce. So, reply.
Yeah, let us know
Okay,
if you're here. Deva, Diva.
yes, please let us know so we can connect with your father, Adam, and give you a message. Okay, thank you so
Yeah, they're
much.
here. Good. So just asking Deva to step forwards, your guides and higher self. And we'd like to ask to be able to connect with your father, Adam, for any messages that will help you at this time. Okay. The message I'm getting is for you, Devon. Apologies if I'm saying your name wrong, Deva or Diva. So I'll call you Deva. Um, the what I see is this: your father like asking you to first of all be aware that whenever you think of him, including right now, that he's here and that he's always been with you in your life whenever you've thought of him, even in those fleeting moments. And there's a little bit of cause and effect, like you know, sometimes he'll come into your awareness, maybe uninvited, and you'll begin thinking about him. He was showing me when you were younger some of your happiest memories together, and it feels like you're in a garden or you're like walking. I just saw you both of you walking in a what felt like a very safe place in nature, and you were talking with each other, and he was saying like he says I can still do this. There's strength in those memories and the connections you had that allows you to continue to do this now. And so whenever you want to be close to him, go for a little walk together, ask him to step forwards to you and to talk as you would if he were alive. Um, and finally, he's saying that he sees your heart and he sees like the journeys that you've been going through since he died, and to know that when you connect with him, he can see your energy and he can feel how you feel, and that sometimes it feels like you find that hard to express, and especially hard to express fully to others. And so these feelings are great ways of connecting with him. Like he's saying, like just describe or label the feeling, and he knows exactly what you mean. And it just reminds me of the my daughter's home from university for the holidays, and I every lunch I go for walks with her, and it just reminds me of I would always love to be with her even after I die. Um, whether it annoys her or not, I'll be like there chatting away on those nature walks. How did you get on, Viviani?
Well, I heard I'm here with you. I visit you in your dreams, and I like walking with you. And you can talk to me or write me letters, write me notes. So her journaling. I also saw a whole bunch of objects on a table, like look like letters or handwritten notes or note cards, and a wallet and a wristwatch. And just
Mm,
like I saw her hands like going over, kind of like looking at those touching those objects. So yeah, that's what I got.
that's
And
lovely.
so I hope that helped.
In such detail. It's so cool.
Yes. Hi, Jackie. Nice seeing you. Um, let's see. Selecting one more question here. Okay. Oh, actually, I have to select my chat. Okay, I have a question from Saida. I know you're here. I'm just trying to grab your question.
We'll say that.
Chat was jumping for me. Saida, please say hi if you're here, and I'm trying to while I'm trying to grab your question, so I don't take too much time. Wait. Okay, thank you. Would you remind me of your question, please? Because I'm trying to grab it. My chat is jumping.
It
Please
must be an
remind me of your request.
it must be an important one because only important things happen when our technology gets interfered with.
Mhm. Yeah, I know you're here, Saida. I just want to find your question because I saw it, and when I try to grab it, the chat jumped, and
Yeah,
it
I'm just trying to find
took
it
it
as
away
well.
from me.
I remember glancing at it, but
Hmm.
I can't see it. She asked for a negative energy clearing, apparently,
Mm,
but let's just wait for Saida. Oh,
yeah,
Saida says there, negative energy clearing and healing. Fantastic.
that's probably why it's running away from me. That negative entity does not want to be cleared.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, so just ask Saida's guides and higher self to step forwards to provide a clearing and healing at this time. Yeah, there's some. So let me know if you see anything else, Viviani. I see on the heart. There's this entity. It's like broadcasting out from her heart. It's using see it as like an energy source and then broadcasting out what feels like quite horrible, like low vibration energy, like a fear energy.
Mhm. I see like a black spot towards the bottom of the heart and on the left side. I don't know if that's where you're seeing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I can remove this.
I also felt something in just the energy between the heart and the root chakra feels kind of heavy.
Okay. So I'm just creating a small golden bubble of protective light and reaching into Sada's heart and capturing this entity. Ara intoromo torona takama. You do not have permission to be here anymore. Orama. And we remove you at this time. Return to source or never return here again. Archangel Michael, yes, please keep an eye on him. Thank you. And just bring in healing energy into your heart from the highest dimension of source above to help heal that wound. Good. And just let me know how it's going for you, Viviani.
Mhm. I remove the stagnant energy from the solar plexus, sacral and root chakra, and then I just ran golden light through from top to bottom to ground, and then ground the energy. Yeah, that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
The
Um,
those technology problems you had, like it absolutely was that. It was like this.
yeah, because
As soon as the minute I closed my eyes, just these big resonance waves, like this. Vroom, vroom, vroom. It was horrible. But
mm-hmm.
this is what happens when entities try and do things against other people's will. They'll ask for help and or figure out how to do it themselves.
Yes, and yeah, like I didn't even have a chance to read the question. I saw, his name in a chat, and I was trying to grab the question and kept jumping. And I see he Seda saying that there's a heavy um 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 back of the head, heavy something heavy behind his head,
Okay.
doing something. Okay, I'm selecting a new question here.
Yeah, let us know how that goes, Sita.
I have okay, I have two. Okay, Tortsia, help us. I'm sorry about butchering your name. You're asking for an activation and mastery from ancestors, so please say hi to us in the chat. Saida saying something that he feels something still left behind.
Yeah,
He
I did.
left. Go ahead.
I did have a quick look there. There's nothing else. There's nothing else there.
I didn't feel anything there, and I sent healing, clearing, and activation energy to the golden light from top to bottom. I didn't feel anything heavy there.
Um, I'm just asking, like if you feel it, it's real for you, right? Um, I'm just asking why do you feel this? I'm getting this really lengthy explanation. It's quite. Can you explain this to me simply, please?
Mm,
It's like it's so hard to describe. You know when if you like, I don't know, you like wet your finger and then you hold it up against the wind, the other side of it, like if the wind's blowing at the wet side of your finger and the other side's dry, it's almost like you feel like this draft around the back of it. And that's what I was shown from the this entity. You were very used to, say, to having this entity broadcasting out from you. The absence of it, now that it's stopped and been removed, it feels like this kind of draft behind you. Now it's
mm,
not, it doesn't feel like a physical draft. It's more like this how to describe it? Like this residue of the sensation. But yeah, right now I've had a look and I definitely can't see anything. Um, but yeah, feel free to try the meditations for clearing and healing yourself, and you can also come back next week and make a request if you choose, or book one of us for a session.
yes. And Georgia said hi in the chat to let us know that you're here. Well, hi, Craig. Nice to see you. Okay, look at that request again. Hi, Craig and Clara. I'd say hi to Clara too.
Hello.
So, oh,
And
I made a mistake with I believe, with the cutting paste, but I'm asking for it's Georgia, her name. Let me find her request again here.
yeah, she was looking for an activation, but I don't know if there's anything
Yes.
else stated.
Okay, I know she's here, so yeah, it's an activation. Um, okay.
Great. And before uh, I activate, I'll check to see if you've activated anything, just in case we end up doing two activations that
Okay.
may be too much.
Okay.
So I'll just double check with you. So just asking George's guides and higher self to step forwards to assist with an activation at this time. So the activations for your crown chakra that I'm seeing, um, and your your guide saying it's a mantis guide, and your guide is saying, George is talking, talking, always talking, always talking, and she means like wanting to talk with the guides, but also like when you want to talk to your guides, and especially when you're talking out loud, you are talking to them. It just takes practice to listen to. Did you get drawn to any specific
Uh,
superpowers or areas?
yes, to the heart space.
Cool. Can you share anything more about what you see in the heart?
I see a door on the heart and about to open. I see this door opening and then it's like needs fresh air and there's like this, it's almost like needs to clear the old, the stale air inside and new air. And it's about giving and receiving, be open to receive.
I saw the two uh, um, feels I don't know if they're two separate superpowers, but the two are linked. And what I was being shown as you're seeing the doors in her heart is that
Mm.
this message of talking, talking, always talking is like you're talking a lot, but not knowing the depth of the emotions to attach to the words. And this is something our guides do very naturally is they like encode messages with
Mhm.
visuals and energy and emotion and light codes and light language. Like they're multidimensional. And and I saw that in this activation, you're being invited to like in a human terms, we would describe it as like bringing more feeling, more emotion
Mm.
to words with less words and more emotions.
That's interesting because now I see, as you're speaking, I started to see letters of the alphabet coming out of the heart,
Oh,
like with the
cool.
door open, all those letters coming out of the heart.
So I think it's safe for us to activate. Do you want to activate the heart, Viviani? And
Sure.
I'll connect in and activate the crown. I'm threading light up from the heart through the throat, the third eye into crown chakra, and connecting over to your mantis guide and back so you can receive as well to the heart. And then just helping the crown chakra activate.
Now the words coming out of the letters coming out of the heart are golden and they are forming words instead of just being scattered letters.
Wonderful.
Okay, that was interesting.
And Venus was saying less words, more emotion. I like that advice. Yeah, that's
Mhm,
great. Me
mhm,
included. I love that idea. You can just practice to slow and um, to share more with the feeling. Likely a practice more of us will do more and more.
mhm. Okay, now I have a request from um, need emoji here. Grandma Sharon is looking for a message from guides. Please say hi in the chat if you're here.
And oh, Grandma Sharon.
Yes, Grandma Sharon, message from guides.
And asking, yeah, Grandma Sharon's here. So just asking your guides and higher self to step forwards
Mm-hmm,
and to provide any messages that will serve Grandma Sharon's highest good at this time. It's just slightly cryptic, but I see that it has beautiful depth to it. Your guides are saying, um, if you could if you could walk on water, we would show you how to. And it seems that they there's like they can walk on water. So it's like you're being shown this message. So much of it's about this self-trust and self-belief and stepping forwards to the seemingly impossible like that. It feels like a leap of faith, but it's not. Often we talk a leap of faith like, big life-changing events. And whilst this has absolutely the potential to be life-changing, you're not necessarily being called to go and change all your life by itself. And when I saw you like stepping forwards, when you put your foot on water and you feel like, could I, is it possible? Did Jesus do this? Like, can others do it? And it's that feeling just as your foot touches the water and starts to break the surface, the skin of the water, is that you can feel into that moment and like to literally physically try it out and practice that feeling of walking on water. I've never really tried it seriously, but it feels like it's a really powerful experience for you to try. Um, and there's also a sense that it's important for other aspects of your life, like it's really an exercise, whether you can or can't learn to walk on water. It is an experience, an exercise, and a leap of faith and trust that allows you to step through into seemingly impossible tasks and opportunities in your life. How'd you get on, Viviani?
I got this. It's all about inner power, that she has this strength and inner power, and to remember that, and that that power of manifestation. That's when I had this, all this inner strength and power for.
Excuse me.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And okay, I hope that I'm looking for one more request I saw here. I saw a request from Sal Rods, and Sal, let me know if you're here. And while I scroll up here to copy and paste your question.
Yep, so
Hey,
what's
you're
here?
here. Thank you. Just or if you want me, remind us of your request while I search.
Yeah, please do.
As I read part of it, and I didn't have a chance to read the whole question. I saw it come through when I was looking for Saida's request. Yeah, remind us of your request, please, Asal. That will be probably faster than having me get it. There's something.
Yeah, I'm just scanning as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see.
And I do have live chat request selected.
Here we go. Little Sal is driving now due to birthday trauma. Can I have a healing for her, please?
Thank you. Thank you, Sal, for reposting. Okay, so it's all about inner child healing here. Okay.
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 Just asking Sal Rhodes, your guides and higher self, to step forwards to assist with the healing at this time. Yeah, it's quite a powerful emotion. It's like this as you're younger, Sal Rhodes not knowing what um dimension you were in all the time. And when it's almost like whenever, in particular, like uh, parents and family were telling you off, like they were giving you a hard time about what you're experiencing, you felt like you're being tripped up all the time because it'd be like between different dimensions. Like some things are good in some dimensions and other things aren't. And it felt like you're kind of just bouncing from pillar to post. And it seems that grounding is most helpful. I can start helping with the root chakra. Let me know what you're focusing on, Viviani.
I can see her inner child sitting down and like hugging her knees and her, hugging her legs and her head resting on her knees.
Yeah, it just helped with grounding. I heard your inner child saying, Sal Rods, but they're real for me, and like actively asking this future version of you, the now version of you, like, what's it like now? Like, how do is this something we ever like fully get our head around or understand?
So as Archangel Raphael sends her inner child healing energy, I see her. Uh, she stands up now. She's standing up.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I feel it's a real moment of like validation for your for little Sal. It's like that feeling of like all those things that happened were real. Like they were because they were real for you. It doesn't matter what other people say, including us, right? Like your experiences, your emotions, it's what happened to you and for you. Um, Now you're much more emotionally well equipped, and your mental models and paradigms are like much bit more expansive and broader. And your guide was saying, just inviting you to help practice like the discernment of the differences between dimensions. So, for example, whenever you experience anything across, this includes your past as when you're a child and the present and the future, practice like saying out loud, what dimension does that feel like? And what you're doing is just creating a pattern of discernment. Your heart can help you the most. And I hope that that helps you.
Yes, and when her inner child stood up and she said, I'm good, I'm okay." I heard those words.
Fabulous.
Innocent, golden uh, energy to
And
clearing.
you remember when we were kids, like when I was 6, I remember I saw a lot of shadow figures, and they were lurking around curtains, and my parents would just say they're not real, it's not real, and it was so damaging, right? It was just it made me shut myself down. Um, and sometimes that's all we need to hear as children, right? It's just it is real. There, like now we can move on and deal with it.
Oh, yeah, I remember when I saw three large orbs and I was freaking out. I was screaming, calling it. It was pretty scary. But looking back now, I wish I'd seen even more.
Yeah,
Now that like I want to see more.
that's right.
Okay, now I have a request here from Moira Smith, looking for a message from guides about looking for a better job and buying a house, and life is being frustrating. Please, Moira, let us know if you're here so we can give you messages. And remember to drink water, everyone. Sip, sip.
Yeah, please do.
Thank you,
Moira's
Moira.
here.
Yeah.
It's funny as you said it, Viviana. I I was just thinking maybe our guides could do our jobs for us and we could get on with like the cool stuff. Um,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think not yet. But you can ask them for help, right? That's still good at helping.
Mhm.
So just asking Moira, your guides, and higher self to step forwards, and we'd like to assist with messages. When you're asking about your job and house and the frustration in your life. I was just showing this might be obvious from your question, but it's a strong feeling for you, is that the pathways beyond like these decision points of job and house and like the resulting changes in your life, those paths ahead seem blocked for you. That that you almost have like this like there's not a clear idea about what that could look like afterwards. Why is this? Okay, there's a bit of fear about the it's a it's a very human thing, but it's funny to say, right? That we're sometimes scared of what is better. Like I was when I think back, I said this in a podcast that I did with Natasha yesterday, the Mindful Leadership podcast, is that I thought I was scared of leaving my corporate job because I'd run out of money, which I didn't. But it was more that I was also scared like intertwined with that. I was scared of being seen. I'm actually scared of being successful. I was scared of doing this, like live streams. In fact, I didn't do them for a little while, right? I just came later and did it. Um, and those things are intertwined with your with your next steps, like to be able to help pick apart some of the fears. And your guide was suggesting this would be a good practice for you, like maybe pick your top 3. It could be as many as 10 top fears, and then say, okay, could you just like describe what these fears are, just the feeling, what you're worried about, what would happen if you were to do this. So, for example, the job, and then also the house, and the that makes you feel inside. Focus if you can on the as much as you can on the feelings, and then with the fears themselves, and I don't know the answer, so I'm just asking, what do you do with the fears themselves? Yeah, once you prioritize them, I see you like you've written it down and like you put your left hand onto the fears that are written, and you're just sending in some love. First of all, you're saying like, I see you, I'm scared, I understand. Here's some love for these fears, and then you're asking, you're you're asking the question of the fears written on the paper. You're saying, what are you trying to teach me? What is the lesson in this fear that I'm feeling? And then you're asking your guides for help, also saying, can you tell me how I can best like learn these lessons? What's the most optimal way that I can learn this lesson? Sometimes you just need to hear it. You just need to hear that, you know, you're scared of being successful in something that you're even more passionate about, you love even more and brings even more joy than your current job. How did you get on, Viviani?
I sent some clearing healing energy to the uh two lower chakras. It felt heavy and stagnant, and I guess because of feeling insecure and not very safe in the lower chakras. And the I got to a message to meditate and write down uh her wish list, everything that she wants regarding, and be specific about a job and about a house. And that would help her manifest what she wants once she has that really clear and I'm trying to say have a vision, have it written down, and also have a vision in your mind about what you want to achieve specifically. And so the vibration, the energy of the vision and the words um, will help you with your manifestation. And instead of having that energy of fear and worry about what's going to happen in your future.
Yeah,
That's
that's fantastic. And as as Moira's guide saying,
mm,
something I often say, there's like this whole universe of things that you don't want, right? And it's an infinite universe, and you could
mhm,
spend many lifetimes writing down all the things you just don't want. And I love that we there's like two very different angles about this, the same challenges. Like if you approach what you want from fear, it's like it's hiding, it's being hidden from you. And then if you approach it from the other side, which is, well, what brings me the most joy? It's a much smaller number of things that you need to focus on and definitely focus on the feeling. And then you're like, this brings me joy. This is the thing I really want. And likely you'll find like there's a path through one of these fears to get there. I hope it helps, Moira.
mhm. Yes, it's a good thing for all of us to do and meditate and
Yeah.
focus on what we want and write that down. And especially as we get closer to a new year, I love doing that. I'll think about all the good things we want for our new year. Now I have a request here from Lottie B, and I believe you're here. Just say hi in the chat, please. Lottie B is asking for a healing. Lottie B hugs from spirit, asking for healing.
Thank you, Lottie B. Hello. And asking your, yeah, Lottie's here. Just asking your guides and higher self to step forwards to assist with the healing. I just asked Lottie's heart saying, I'm, I'm actually pretty good. Um, which is like so rare, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just scan it more broadly. Okay, it's not the whole story for your heart. I'm intrigued what you see, Viviani. I saw like I can only describe it as like arrows in your heart. There was about three or four like straight through your heart. And your heart was still saying, "But I'm fine."
Yeah, when I look through it, I can see it now. Yeah.
They seem to be as being shown like that they're there as part of like a like I'm hearing like broken heart, and it's um when you know, if an arrow like uh punches your skin, it's like sometimes you're scared pulling it out because the damage of pulling it out can because it's risky. It can feel worse, and it's like your heart saying, "I'm okay. You don't need to take these arrows out." Um, we can
Mm,
ask for a second opinion from Archangel Raphael and also
mhm.
Lottie's higher self. Let's just ask.
And I can see that the arrows are coming from different directions too. Like you say, three or four of them. Yeah, indeed.
Mhm. So they have to be. So Archangel Raphael was saying like they have to be broken in the middle and then pulled out. So like the what do you call it? The tail of the arrow with like feathers to be pulled out at one end, and then the head to be pulled out the other side, so that we're
See,
not dragging the whole thing through the heart.
yeah, and causing more damage. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
we can do them in parallel. I can do the ones coming from the front in towards into the heart if you want to do the other directions.
I'm sorry, I didn't get what you said about which
Um,
direction.
yeah, I can do the arrows that have come like face on directly into the front of the heart.
Okay, I'll get the ones from the back. Okay,
Okay,
thank
thank you.
you.
Takara inaramotoro. And just encouraging your heart to gently heal around these as I pull them out from either side. Broken arrows. Return to source or never return here again. Good. Just healing those holes in your heart.
Okay, I removed two arrows.
Fantastic. Yeah, Lottie is saying it feels like they were old emotional wounds. Yeah, they were really old. Um, Lottie was also saying there's a lot going on in life right now. It makes so much sense. I thought you said earlier, yeah, feeling wiped out right now. Yeah, that was like the strongest feeling I felt was like this. It's like this kind of very like deathly feeling. You're just like so drained. Um, was there anything else to do around the heart? Excuse me, just scanning down.
I don't didn't get my anything else. I
Yeah,
removed the two arrows and then had assistance with stopping bleeding and sending healing energy to the wound. Um,
that's good. Yeah, and I just encourage the throat and solar plexus to strengthen their connections with the heart because they were just like recoiling a little bit since the heart's been struggling. But yeah, I hope that helps you, Lottie. Lottie, that's quite a big healing for you. So um, it's like energetic heart surgery, right? So treat yourself like that, and you're feeling drained anyway. Just take really good
mhm.
care of yourself. Drink plenty of water. Get plenty of rest. Napping
Yes.
may help you as well.
Yes. And now I have Pixie Withdrawal asking for messages from her guides. Please let us know if you're here. Pixie, I believe you are, but just say hi in the chat to confirm.
I think Pixie just my memory's not amazing, as you may know me. Um, I think Pixie just booked a session with me. Thank you, Pixie.
Oh,
And
really
I'm
nice.
sure I'll also, spoiler alert,
Mm.
totally forget this because I think it's several months away. Um, but looking forward to that session. Thank you for booking.
So as soon as you confirm you're here, we can start. So yeah, Pixie with roll, messages from guides. Let us know you're here. There's a bit of a um,
I delay.
delay.
It's funny. I was just checking the Pixie hadn't booked me later today. I'd be like, wow, if I couldn't remember that, that would be a lot even for me. No.
I'm not seeing Pixie. Are you here, Pixie? Okay, I'm gonna look for a different request while I don't see Pixie. So how about Samantha Mosner? Samantha is saying, um, I have an M on my palm. Does this have any meaning? Wasn't expecting this. Samantha, are you here?
I'll be looking, staring at my hand. Can't see any M's on mine.
Um, but so far, I'm not seeing either one, but either Samantha or Pixie.
And if you are watching, please check that your YouTube buffering hasn't led you to a delay because you might not realize you're watching behind. I think it shows like a little minus and then the time.
Mm-hmm.
You can just drag it to the live stream or just refresh your browser or your
Yeah,
phone and you'll catch up with live because we should just be a few seconds. I think it's like two
yeah.
or 3 seconds behind.
How about I just pulled a different question since I didn't hear from any for either of them. So how about Master Light? Are you here? Hi, John and Viviani. Um, what do you sense on what do you sense one of my roles will be in this new society of restoration? I'm not sure if okay, I know you're here. Thank you.
Okay. Just asking Master Light, step forwards, your guides, and higher self to answer the question of your roles in future society. I saw these in part are your superpowers, two of your superpowers being shown, and then also like to encourage you to go on a like a journey of discovery with these. Like this is just the start. The first thing I saw is, and part of it's in your name already, right? Is the light. I saw people building, and what they were doing is they were like physically building buildings, and you were helping people raise their vibrations. And it might seem like, well, why would you have someone, almost like a construction company? Why would you have someone helping like shine light and raise vibration? Like, what role is that in a crew of people that physically build? And what I saw for you is that what your role is, you help them like step into the highest aspects of themselves so that they do an even better job. It's a bit like an energetic cheerleader, but it's a really beautiful, how to describe it, like a very wise, like oracle role where you're guiding people into the highest aspects of themselves. I've just had a lot of work building work for the last 3.5 weeks done in my home. And I know there's a lot of decisions that get made, even little jobs. And I saw that that's what you help with is like finding the lighter, higher vibration aspects of those like continual real time decisions. And then the second part I saw, this other gift you have, is showing is like this path in front of people, and you are shining a light on the path in front of them. So when people like we hear, almost every time we come live, is people are often uncertain about their paths and the next steps. And it seemed like I just see you with the surrounded by quite a lot of people, and they're coming to you a lot of the time, and they're asking for guidance on the next step, and you're helping like metaphysically shine a light onto it so they know their next step forwards. It can literally be road building, pathway building, definite themes of construction in your journey. How'd you get on, Viviani?
I saw an image of a person walking. It was a man walking and he was holding a very large book and touching the cover of the book. And it was about learning, absorbing, and then teaching, sharing the information that was um, learned and acquired in this process was about, yeah, it was about learning uh, to be able to
Amazing.
teach others. Um, wow. PG, what is that? A quantum coffee machine? Sounds,
Oh,
that
that
sounds good.
that's what we need. But why are we doing all these readings and clearings for people when we should be focusing on quantum coffee? I think that's an amazing idea. I was just saying in my last client session, I was saying I'm fine with ascension. I'm fine with letting go of like so many of these 3D paradigms, but please tell me there's coffee. There's coffee in this dimension.
Thank you. That was fun, PG. Candy B, are you here? Um, um, Candy B is asking if there are any positive changes for the month of December. Thank you. Thank you for confirming you're here.
Oh, for me. Okay. I was gonna say, I was gonna ask for clarity. And thank you, Master Light. Yeah, hope that helps. Thank you for your service. We definitely need you. Um, okay, Candy B is asking you to step forwards and your guides and higher self. And to understand, so the question was about positive changes for the month of December. So your guide is saying, it all depends on what you mean by positive. Um, so the message is that even the hardships, the pain and the trauma that we go through in our lives can result in growth and positive change. I saw in December I was shown like there's a little bit of a roller coaster. There's at least a couple of events that are like you're like, oh, are we not done? Like, am I not over this? Some things are coming back, right? They'll keep coming back just to check on you to make sure you're over them. One of them was like an addiction, and the other was and remember, addictions can also be emotional, right? Like addiction to fear and lack and worry, or victim mentality. I amaze myself at how many times in my life I'll comfortably hide from things and feel cozy about it. I'd rather be feel safe in my misery than bold and brave in stepping through some of these fears. But it feels
Mm,
like you're largely already prepared for these, but to know that they're coming, and when they come, just to create a bit of space around you. Like there's some of these are short-lived, just for 2 or 3 days. Create that space, clear your calendar a bit, focus a bit more on your self-love, and reflect on, keep asking, why is this happening to me again? What's the lesson here? I think I'm done with this, or is there something to learn more? How'd you get on, Viviani?
first thing that I heard, you want positive, focus on positive, and then it was like you want more positive things to come to you. Uh, Focus on positive. Yeah, it was just about thinking positive things, and I have that. The more you focus on positive things, the more positive things will come to you. It was that was a simple um, sentence that I got from your guide. It was like, but the first thing was just like that. Okay, you want more positive? Let's think positive things, and um, because that's we're going to be putting your energy.
Yeah. And the
Right.
opposite's true, right? If the opposite's true, if you just want more fear in your life, think
Mm-hmm.
more fearful thoughts. If you want more lack, if you want less pain in your life, then worry more about money. So that the opposite is true.
If you think about not having money, I had a years ago, I had a coworker. I was doing volunteer work, but this staff member, nonstop, all she talked about was like, oh, I don't have any money, I don't have any money, I don't have any money. And I used to tell her, if you continue saying you don't have any money, you continue to not have any money. So stop saying you don't have any money.
Yeah.
Like it was just like it was just a point like we didn't want to be around this person because every comment was like that. Oh, I don't have any money, I don't have any money, I don't have any money. It's like, all right. It's just
Yeah. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. All our thoughts feel that, right? We're always manifesting, regardless of how we label it. We're
yes.
always creating that reality. Yes, and if I know it's like it sounds a bit like a sales pitch, but what I found in my corporate job when I was getting towards the end of the month and I was worried about money, about when I was, going to leave my job, I would just go and buy a session from people like you and I, and
Uh-huh.
I'd do it just towards the end of the month when I had the least amount of money, because in that those split seconds when I, was buying, I would feel abundant.
Yes.
And I knew that
Mhm.
it wasn't really the retail high I was looking for. It was the creating that space where it's actually, no, this is, and it's for me. Like I know I'll feel better and get important messages when I do this reading or a session with people. You get to choose what you spend your money on, right? But choose something that will help increase and maximize your feeling of abundance.
Yes. Um, okay, let's see. Venus, thank you for your donation. I didn't see uh,
Oh, thank you, Venus.
for,
It's kind.
and I'm looking for another request. And okay, sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Candy B. Glad that
Uh,
helped.
Melinda Rogers, are you here, please? I see you have a request for you asking who are your guides and where are they from and if they have any messages. Okay, Melinda Rogers, please let us know if you. Oh, you're here. Oh,
Yep.
fast. Thank you. Okay, who are your
So fast.
guides?
Asking
Okay.
Melinda and your guides herself to step forwards so we can answer, or they can answer who they are, and any messages for Melinda at this time. So I saw the very first guide, and it was just as you were asking, an Atlantean guide. Um, do you have a name? Your guide said, yes, but you're going to struggle to say it. And it's like, yeah, it is quite hard to say. Let me try and type it. It's like, this is how you would phonetically say it. U, u, uramachia. Uromachia. And it has a meaning. What's the meaning, please? Uromachia. Um, so your Atlantean guide is like this, how do you describe them? They're male and they're like a mermaid, but a male version of merfolk. And I saw that there's this burst of energy. I think dolphins do this as well. Like, um, it's like that burst of energy when you first like kickstart, when you're on the edge of a swimming pool and you push yourself off the side of the wall. It's like that's what it felt like. That's what the name means. Like Ormacha is like this shooting off into the water. And there's that's the ura, and then the matcha is the into the unknown. It's like shooting off into the unknown. Um, and that was a guide's message for you as well. Like as they step forwards at this time, is to show you that like you first power yourself up, like you're holding your arms behind you on the swimming pool wall. Allow yourself to fill up with like high vibration love energy, and help cultivate that inner love, that self love, and that joy, and then release yourself to to do the matchia part, to release off into the unknown. How did you get on, Viviani?
I initially got one Arcturian guide, then one other one came through, and I'm trying to get the second name. Uh,
The
one sounds like Takara.
I heard the guide say that it's like that Tichikara. It's like that Tichikara.
Oh,
It's like, whoa, that's really hard. You've got
yeah,
like
that's why I'm trying to have a hard
that.
time.
I'll try and type it.
Okay.
That Tichikara. That Tichikara. I
And I'm
mean,
asking another one for his for the name too. It's coming through like kind of like Lanatkar. I was always um, or maybe
that's cool. You got some really fabulous names for your guides, Melinda.
something like this.
They all seem like, I don't know, like they're very different and very pronounced. Um, because I was just hearing like all there's quite a few guides all talking at the same time, and
Mhm.
they all wanted to say their names at the same time. It's like I've got a cool name too. And
Yeah.
there was a female, a really softly spoken female who felt much more like a fae being. Let me see what her name was. She was just like quietly saying in the background. Her name is Iyamara. Iyamara.
Mm,
Very beautiful. But yeah, you've got some
yeah.
beautiful guides from around the universe. Um, and they're wishing you all the best with Melinda with stepping out into the unknown. Did you get any other messages from them?
No, I know that one came through first, walked came forward first, and then the other one, and I was just too busy like trying to understand their names, so I didn't sorry I didn't get any messages in between
Oh,
trying to let me know their names.
cool. Pixie, wonderful. I love knowing their names. Um, yeah, it's so cool. And I'd encourage you, like you remember how Vivian, Annie, and I on was it did I can't say their name now, Chikara? Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
Chikara. You know how there's like a variance between us two. It's also likely, Melinda, that you'll experience some variations when you ask them to come forwards, and encourage you to go with what feels right for you. Um, because it's like a refinement of the energy.
and yeah, I'm so happy to be able to get any names too because I usually have a harder time with names coming through me, so I'm happy about that. And I'm happy about connecting with the galactic beings. I
Yeah,
see that a Pixie is back in the
yeah.
chat, so uh, be happy to answer your request.
And Pixie was asking, oh, any messages from my guides?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking Pixie, your guides and higher self to step forwards for any messages at this time that will serve your highest good. I'm being shown you, Pixie, as this is a visualization of if you ever watch like these YouTube videos of large super tankers in like massive like ocean waves, like this big like rising and falling. Um, and it usually has a soundtrack that goes yo ho, all hands, and which is a lot of fun. And the message was first of all that it's like it's real, that it's happening, that these like it roller coasters are fast, right? But waves are feel the rising and falling can be very powerful and feel fast too. So encouraging you to be aware that this is very real for you, that it's happening in your life at this time. Um, and that just like I was playing around singing that song, that you can still like have joy through these waves. The waves seem to be both parts of your individual life and then also like ascension waves and what the collective's going through. And you know that free falling moment, like when you just come to the crest of the wave and then you start to fall down it. Um, it's a moment of surrender, right? And where you can surrender to, especially to attracting the joy. And part of it's like a hope. It's like, I really hope this part's going to be fun. I hope this wave's going to be fun. And just, saying it out loud, speaking out loud can be really, really helpful. How'd you get on, Viviani?
Um, I I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I need a moment. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, for Pixie's messages.
I see you riding a bike, and then you get to a point that I hear um you stop for a moment, and then I hear you have different paths to choose. And then just choose the one that makes you happy and don't look back. And then I see you start pedaling the bike again and continue to move forward, Pixie.
That's really cool. I was asking about like where are you going in the ship and like what's this for? And then I heard like I was drawn to the words of that Yoho song. And then it kind of morphed into a separate song as well. And what it was describing is that when you're heading out and just like Viviani's saying, like going out and choosing this path, know that you can always turn back. Like you can always um come back. And I just heard the lyrics and merry men are we. And it's like whenever the storm feels too much, you can turn around and come out of the storm. And there's no like shame in like turning around. And what you go back to, it's never like the same place. You know, when you go back to port after, after being away at sea, it's never the same place, even though physically you might come back to the same place, it never feels the same. You've grown on the journey, and likely that you'll keep growing each time you try it. So just like Viviani says, when you go across and choose your path and follow your heart and follow your joy, you can turning back is absolutely fine because you'll only ever grow in that respect. It's only ever forwards. Hope that
Mm-hmm.
helps you.
Yes, that was a good message. Thank you. Um, Now I have Amy Warrior Princess asking for past lives in England. She would like to know about past lives that she had in England. I believe you're here because you typed your question very recently, but just to confirm, please say hi in the chat, Amy.
I'm just checking I don't have a session with Amy later. If you do, Amy, please let us know.
Thank you, Amy. She's here. So, okay, any past lives in England?
Cool. Just asking Amy to step forwards, your guides and higher self, and to ask about past lives in England. Yeah, I was shown yes. Um, you do, and there's a lot to learn about them. I was shown it. It was like um, central England and over towards the west, and and I saw that there's a lot for you to learn in what I just describe as like the politics is probably a good way of describing it. I mean, they're back in these past lives, which go some of them go back to medieval times. their politics of, relationships and family and connections between kings and royalty and landlords um and okay, and also going back to the Vikings and the Nordics who were there at the time. So just knowing that there's like this whole web for you to begin to like untangle and see. You could also describe those past lives. If when you look back at it, a bit like my kind of attitude towards it just now is like a lot of drama, a lot of like, you know, reasons for people doing things, positively and negatively towards each other. But at the heart of it, there are some, there's always some lessons as to why and often quite simple lessons as to why the lifetimes would begin to surface themselves to you. And for me, it feels like after all that chaos that you're constantly surrounded with, and you kept coming back as a pattern, see like, could you unpick it? Could you like help some people and help others, and like try and sort all this mess out? And it seems that more in like reflecting into this life, it's a message of simplicity, compassion, and seeing that everyone gets to make their own choices, as crazy as they sound to us sometimes, and as damaging as they seem to themselves and to others, to know that it just is, and that our hearts can always extend some love and compassion, and to let some of that go and fill your cup first and allow yourself to develop your own connections with people that are simple and open and loving. And simplicity is beautifully powerful.
That goes with what I got, because I saw life. I saw a woman walking. It was like a, rural um, setting, and I saw cattle. I saw it, but it was uh, this woman looked very happy and happy with that, the simplicity and that simple and quiet life, and the connection with the animals, and just it seemed like a happy, simple, quiet, yeah, fulfilling life.
Cool.
And now I'm kind of getting that her guides want her to remember that and have that, be happy here now, be happy where you are, and remember to have that joy and happiness in your heart wherever you are. Kind of reminding you to be present and be happy with what you have now and where you are now. So I hope that helps, Amy.
Yeah, very powerful. Amy was saying you do try and help people with love. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it's definitely a practice
Mm-hmm.
for us all. Cool.
So
And you have another already.
sorry,
Okay.
I'm looking at the clock now. We're like maybe next
Quick.
probably not more. Kay, are you here? Pixie, we did give you a message, so you may wanna
Rewind. Yeah.
yeah,
We did it just, when did we do it? Was it just
last
that before Amy?
I think it was before there was it
Melinda?
Melinda? I think
Yeah.
it was before, close to Melinda's or maybe after Melinda's question.
Mhm.
So yeah. And Kay, please let us know if you're here. Kay, okay, thank you. Or Kay saying that she has this pain. What is this issue? You're welcome,
Right
Amy.
bottom hip area.
Yeah, okay, bottom hip. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay.
What is needed to know regarding this? And has it been a long time? Question mark. What is needed to know? Okay, so we're just looking for a message at this point. We can start with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just asking Kate step forwards, your guides and higher self, and we'd like to set the intention to understand what's happening with your right bottom hip. What messages, what advice for can you give for Kay's highest good at this time. I'm just being shown it. Oh
She's
wow,
saying,
okay. Go ahead.
I'm seeing, I know that she said right, but I saw something on the left side. Um,
Hmm.
okay, I'll go back and it was like a little fracture.
I saw, so first of all I was shown like exactly how I'm sat. Now I am sat slightly awkwardly on a piano stool.
Mhm.
And my my leg is almost completely like horizontal, and then I was being shown your leg lifting up so that you're like your knees like touching as close up to you as possible. And then I was shown that you're that this is something that you would do when you're stepping forwards, and I heard stepping up. And as you step up, so you're so it's not something we're like super aware of with our bodies, right? But remember, our bodies are really intelligent and often far more sentient than we give them credit. And your body has this fear about stepping up. And so what your body is doing is saying, okay, I know how to like, you know, not have to go through that stepping up. I'll put this, it's like building this pain in your right hip, and it causes this friction within you, this fear, to hold you back from stepping up. And the safety aspect of that is, so the message your guide is saying, you need to make yourself feel safe. You need to make your body feel safe. And some of it's literally, if it's, now I'm not a doctor, so this is like take this educational
Mhm.
um, uh, information as it may help you, is that some gentle stretching, and in particular raising up the leg, and perhaps even putting your foot on a step in front of you, and allowing yourself to just feel what that's like, and asking your body like, what are you scared of doing? Um, and so just allow yourself to, like, your body to answer, like your body will answer you and share a bit more about it. And Viviana, you picked up on the left hip as well, which is really common,
Well,
right?
well,
With the body having
actually,
problems on both sides.
yeah, actually, I was like, well, why are they showing me the left? But then I saw, because I saw the it was like the skeleton like image, like an X-ray image, but then it flipped. So
Mm,
now, then and when you're talking about holding herself back, I heard self-sabotage,
hmm.
and oh, and she's saying as the left is the baby side hip, ears on and off. Okay. But when I saw the first image on the left side, it looked like a little fracture on a bone,
Hmm.
and so I heard self-sabotage. And then when you're talking about the doing some stretching and moving, I saw like moving, also moving side to side, and also lifting the leg and doing uh, like a circle with her leg, like a moving like in a kind of like moving her leg in a circular motion.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. I did just I haven't released it yet. Uh, well, I haven't announced it, should I say, but I did just create a cultivating self-love. That's cultivating self-love, 45-minute meditation. Um,
mhm,
and the idea is, and I think I already have like self-love and like a load of free ones that are shorter, shorter and helpful and free. But the paid for one under premium meditations on my website, it
mhm,
for what it does is create a space where you feel and your body feels safe no matter what you step into. And I I was somewhat like, that was kind of missed on me when I first started this adventure, when I left my corporate job. Is like, when if you have strong self-love and strong boundaries, you
mhm,
actually feel really confident about stepping into the unknown because it doesn't feel unsafe. because it feels like you'll do all the right things to look after yourself, and your body in particular is like, okay, I understand. Like we're gonna look after each other. It's like, yes, we're gonna look after each other. You're not gonna like run away. Like, no, 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 no. And your body's not gonna get sick, and your mind's not gonna punish your body with negative self-talk and doubt and fear.
Mhm.
And you're not gonna allow others to do that to you either. And that really helps me a lot. And I felt that was really important for you also. And Kay was saying, always, but back knees up. Roll is probably needed, yet have sign on mirror says, I'm counting on you. By soul said yes to sight and mentally, as have heard the confidence yes. Wow, you're both
Mhm.
amazing. So amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Kay. That's
Yeah.
kind. Well, we better finish at that. Um, Thank you to everyone, and thank you for all your requests that we didn't get to today. I was glancing at some of those, as I'm sure Viviani was scanning through them as well.
Mhm.
And I hope you also have been, I see some of you have been supporting each other. Please do. You know that it's not going to be a Viviani show and John's show that solves all the problems in the world, but we hope they're
Mhm.
also leading by example and encouraging you guys. Guys can learn how to do this yourselves and learn
Mhm.
to do it for others. And so thank you so much. And I'd like to bring this session to an end. I'd like to
Mhm.
thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metron, Source and Gaia, every soul that's participated in today's session as I bring it to a close, asking us all to step outside of the session bubble as I return it to Source, never return here again. Please drink plenty of water. We've had some very powerful uh, readings,
Yes.
healings, and clearings for people directly, but also you may have been feeling this if it's meant for you and you've decided to open up and receive it indirectly for you. So please do sip, sip, get plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and look after
Mhm.
yourselves. Next
Yes.
week, we will be here on Monday, but not Thursday. Um,
Mhm.
so through December, I'll be checking into my calendar and figuring out how many I can do a week, and chatting with Viviani, of course. But yeah,
Mhm.
we'll be doing the one next week. And you'll also see me live on Linda G show on Thursday. So looking forward to that as
Yes.
well.
Yes, that would be amazing. I'll be there. I'll be typing like a maniac in the chat.
Fabulous. Looking forward to that. Great. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you. And we'll look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care
Yeah.
and sending so much love to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you
Bye.
all. Bye.